The title of the story is Blood on the Palm Tree. In the heart of Ubagene village stood a palm tree, unlike any other, tall, ancient, and blood-stained at the base. The villagers called it Ujo, the palm tree of death. No one dared to harvest its fruits, no one sat in its shadows, and every child in Ubagene grew up hearing the same warning. When the wind howls through its leaf, a soul is about to leave the land of the living. It was a quiet market morning when the scream tore through Uwegene. He's dead! He's dead! Under the palm tree. Nwakaego dropped the basket of bitter leaf in her hand and raced through the market. Her heart beat fast. She knew, she just knew it was her father, and she was right. Chief Odugwu. Her father lay face down at the base of Okpoko Ujo, his white kaftan soaked with blood, his staff of authority snapped in half beside him. His skull was crushed, murdered in cold blood. Villagers gathered but kept their distance. No one touched the body. The palm tree loomed like a silent witness, its leaves rustling without wind, a spiritual death. Murdered an elder, the gods have spoken. But Nwakaego didn't believe in convenient omens. Her father had no enemies, or so she thought. Odogwu was buried that same evening. No autopsy, no questions, just silence. Nwakego's mother, a gentle woman named Adako, remained still during the burial. Not a tear, not a word. Her silence was louder than mourning. Days passed. Nwakaego sat under her father's portrait every night, remembering his laughter, his strength, his wisdom. Then she heard the whispers. It was overland. He was about to sail the western boundaries. They warned him not to. Someone warned him, and one whisper chilled her bone. The palm tree took him, but not without help. Nwakaego began digging, not into the soil, but into secrets. Her father had been the custodian of the ancestral land, and he recently won a land dispute with another powerful family, the Okonkwas. At the center of the field was the land beside the palm tree. Her father called it sacred and refused to give it away, even when offers came from wealthy developers. My ancestors bled on that soil, he once said. I would never trade their sacrifice for money. But now, that land sat untouched. Beside the tree where he was killed, something didn't add up, and then Nwakaego received a warning. It was a letter, slipped under her mat. No name, just words scrabbled in haste. He was killed by men, not spirits. Ask Okemma, he knows everything. Okomma, the same man who stood at the burial without shedding a tear, the same man who used to follow her father like a shadow, now avoiding eye contact. Nwakaego paid him a visit. What do you want? He barked. The truth, she said, staring him down. His eyes flickered. He slammed the door, but that was all she needed. Guilt. Guilt was loud in silence. That night, Nwakaego returned to the palm tree. Alone. Thunder rumbling in the distance. The village was asleep. She knelt beside the roof, where her father's blood once spilled. I swear on your grave, Papa, I will find who did this. Suddenly, a rustle. A shadow emerged, a figure in white. Her mother. Mama. Adako held a small calabash. She placed it on the root of the tree, whispered the chant, and began to cry. He was warned. Odogwu was warned not to speak of the past. She swept. What past? Nwakaego asked. Her mother turned, face soaked with grief. That land was soaked in blood before you were born. Your father hid the truth. He was no saint, Nwakaego. The next day, Nwakaego confronted her uncle, Ichie Kalu. He sighed, finally releasing what had weighed him down. 30 years ago, during a land war with neighboring Umuala, your father did what had to be done. He ordered executions of men who refused to fight. He called it loyalty. And the palm tree? That's where they were buried. Their blood soaked the roots. Since then, Ukpokujo became cursed. Her father's honor was a max, but still, who killed him? Kalu hesitated. The Okonkwo's made an offer. He refused again, but they didn't kill him. Not directly. Then who? Look inward, child. Look at your mother. Nwakaego returned home, trembling. Her mother sat outside, grinding pepper slowly. Tell me you didn't. Please, she begged. Adaku stopped. I didn't lay my hands on him, but I told him where he would be. I begged him to sell the land. We needed the money. He refused. They came to me with threats and promises. I didn't think they would kill him. Nwakaego stepped back. Betrayal wasn't just from enemies. It came from within. The villagers never learned the truth. Nwakaego kept the silence, but she vowed to make them pay, not with blades, but with exposure. She documented everything: her father's history, the family betrayal, the corrupted land disputes. Then she did the unthinkable. She claimed the land and turned it into a memorial, a shrine for those who died there, a place of truth. And at the base of the palm tree, she planted a plaque: blood spilled, secrets buried, but truth take root. The villagers began to visit. Slowly, forgiveness, like healing, took time. In Ubagene, the wind no longer howls through the palm leaves. The tree still stands, but now it stands for remembrance, not fear. Nwakaego, daughter of Odugwu, did what no man could. She ended the curse, not with vengeance, but with truth.